Labour have unveiled a back-to-work plan. The government has unveiled its 240 million plan to tackle economic inactivity.
Interesting.
Promising to build back the country where those who can work will work. The plans include substantial reforms to job centres and more capacity within the NHS to clear waiting lists, with hopes that people on sick leave will get back to work into the workforce. The Conservatives said Labour wasn't willing to take the kind of tough decisions needed to reduce welfare spending. Let me know your comments down below, your thoughts on the back to work plan. So this is a fundamental issue when it comes to public spending, looking after those that are absolutely in need, those that can't work for real chronic issues that they face with their health, with their well-being. And there is a portion of people that absolutely need the support. We as a society should give those people support. But then there's also some people that are taking advantage. And this is one of the issues from a socialism system perspective. I shared a video which you can click right here, why socialism can never work. Because on a macro scale, it starts to introduce potential corruption. It starts to introduce those that are trying to trick the system. Those that can work, they should work, but they're too lazy to work. They can't be asked to get out of bed. They can't be asked like every other person, like me and you, that are turning up, working hard. They're trying to make a living, build careers, build businesses. And you've got some people right now that are in bed, sleeping, taking the piss, just using welfare, and it's really causing a significant strain on the public spending. So what they are essentially doing is they are going to go through some reforms of the job centre. Those younger adults, 18 to 21, those, I believe there's about 9 million of people that want to get back to work, to be productive, to contribute to society. This is a significant burden on the public spending. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. I think it's a real deeper conversation on why would this be happening? Why would people not want to go to work? Well, I think it goes down to a real root cause to the foundations of a lot of issues that we face. When you think of the foundations, why somebody would not want to work, it fundamentally comes down to their motivation to work. It comes down to their willingness, their deep emotion, the subconscious feeling of like, I've got to go do something. I've got to go work. I've got to go look after my family. That has diminished. That has started to drop over the last number of decades. People are feeling more and more comfortable, and a repercussion of that, people start to become lazier and lazier. Now, for me, I believe that if something is urgent enough, if something is in desperate need enough, then you don't need to motivate anybody to work. If your life was under threat, if somebody came into your house that wasn't invited and put your family under threat, you don't need motivation. You will step up and you'll find the way or make the way. You will protect your family. When you think of business owners, those that are putting risk on the line, capital risk, spending all day, all night, working on weekends, trying to make their business work, they know the consequences. They're doing it for their loved ones, their family. They've got deep-rooted reasons to, there is no motivation required. You get up and you make it happen. Now, over the years, because of the wonderful things that society has done, making things more comfortable, we can go to supermarkets and there's food on shelves. When you think of comfortable homes, heating's on, you can sit and watch Netflix, you can go on your phone and watch YouTube and TikTok all day. People become more and more lazy and they lose that inner built drive to get up, make something happen, tenacity, determination, and ultimately, just not being lazy. So I do support the fact that we need to get people back to work. I know as a business owner, getting people into work and going through a process of this is the mission, guys, let's go do this, let's make it happen. And ultimately, you're trying as a business to attract great people that they can use their own initiative, they're motivated, they're enthusiastic, they've just got a bit of energy around them. And what we've certainly learned over the last nearly 10 years of running our business, right? There's some amazing people out there, but then there's also some really lazy people out there. And we need to have more leaders that are willing to support our young adults, to encourage them. It's hard work. Let's go and make it happen. Our lives are at risk. Our futures are at risk. Let's go make it happen. We've got to get over this. We've got to get to work. We've got to get up early. You know, I remember being in my steelworks apprenticeship days. You're waking up for a shift. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's freezing cold outside. You've got to go get a job done, right? You're working in really, really not great conditions. Mucky face and smells and all the rest of it, but you just roll your sleeves up and you make it happen. That fundamental appears in many scenarios as lost. Not all, and people are in need. There are people that genuinely need support, and we should be there to support them. But there's a big proportion of people that will be taken advantage, and it has to stop. Let me know your thoughts down below. Reform is most definitely required to get people into work, to get people motivated, to make it happen, and to support the society that we're in.